Hello children, I'm back with a whole new video, and this video will help you to understand in detail about formal and informal letter. In formal and informal letter, what is important? What are you writing? The format that you follow and the examples. Okay? So children, there are two types of letter, formal letter and an informal letter. Under formal letter, let us see what kind of a letter it is. Under formal letter, this letter is written either for business sake or to some professional or some person who at a higher post or dignified, and you use a very simple and dignified language. You cannot use a shortcut language that normally we use in WhatsApp and social media. Also, you need to have a very respectful language and be crisp and precise to what you want to write. Okay? Now, after formal letter comes this informal letter. Informal letter itself talks about it. It is personal communication where you either communicate with your friend or your parents or to your anybody from one place to another whom you share a very nice friendly bond, okay, and you're missing that person a lot. So that kind of a letter normally we write in informal, where you're talking to your friend, you're talking to your parents, you're talking to somebody of who's in your personal touch, not somebody who's under a professional touch. Okay, and this kind of letter is known as, under this letter we share our emotions, we share our heart out, we speak like we speak to a friend. You can also use language such as I'd go IND with inverted comma or apostrophe, and any language which is comfortable for you and your friend can understand, but not, you cannot use this sort of a language in formal. Okay, for example, we go to school, we wear uniform. Why? It is a different level, it's a different place. You need to be uniformed. Okay, you need to be uniformed, united, and you need to have one platform, okay, where you all look very professional and precise. Whereas on the other hand, when you're at home, you are in either of your clothes, you're wearing anything, you're eating anything, you're lying anywhere. So again, that becomes your very informal life. You don't have to sit straight, do not wear a uniform or something of that sort. So formal and informal letter are somewhat likely to these two situations. Okay, formal, which means simple language, very precise and related to the content you're writing. Informal is something that you write to your friend, parents, relatives, anybody. Okay? Yes, my dear children. So while writing a formal letter, there are certain pointers that we need to keep in mind. Name and address of the sender who's writing the letter, date of when you're writing it, receiver to whom you're writing the letter. Salutation is dear ma'am, dear sir, teacher, to whomever you are writing. Then the subject of your letter, for what you are writing the letter, the reason. Then comes the body. Under body comes your introduction, your reason of writing the letter, and your conclusion. Then comes is your complimentary closure, which is again a salutation with yours faithfully or sincerely. Then your name and signature. These are the pointers that one needs to keep in mind while writing a formal letter. Okay, dear children? Yes, children, after looking into the format of writing formal letter, here comes the format for writing informal letter. Now you can see, compared to informal letter, the pointers are less in informal letter. It goes like this. In informal, we only see the sender's detail, yani ki who's writing, then the date, then their salutation, dear friend, dear mother, dear father. Okay, then the body. You talk about yourself, the reason of you writing the letter, and the conclusion. Then comes as a complimentary closure, where you again speak about yourself, your loving daughter, your loving son, or your sincere friend. Then your name and your sign. So this is the format of writing informal letter. Okay, now after looking into the format of informal and formal letter, let us see the body of formal letter versus body of informal letter. What do you mean by the body? Okay, let us see in details. Okay, talking about body of formal letter, you keep in mind three things: introduction of who you are, the main content of why you're writing the letter and your problem or whatever the reason is, then the summary, that's your conclusion. Okay, and then you end it. So these three things you need to keep in mind while writing a formal letter. Then comes the body of informal letter. You keep in mind the casual tone, the contraction I haven't, I have not, like that, exclamatory sentences, active voice, no strict rule as such that you need to follow while writing a informal letter, as it is of your comfort level. Okay, so these are two differences in formal and informal. Okay, now after understanding the letter writing in detail, here is a small assessment for you, my dear children. Okay, I wish to see you doing this assessment and coming back for the next lecture. This is a small outline for you. Okay, till then, keep watching, stay safe. Thank you.